コンコンドリーム、無限界から来たキュービのキツネ VTuber ミチコです。コンコンドリーム、hello, welcome, thank you for coming. It is I, the nine-tailed kitsune VTuber from Mugenkai, Michiko. And thank you so much for showing up to this unusual, well, not unusual, but well, I guess uncommon stream type where we're going to be making a BGM. この配信に来てくれて誠にありがとうございます。ちょっと珍しいというかまあ珍しいとは言えるんですけどこんな配信、BGM 作り配信に来てくれてありがとうございます。ちょっと面白い配信になるかもしれない。だから一緒にゼロから、BGM を作りましょう。でこの配信に、作る BGM は、まあ、次の配信、将来の配信に使うつもりです。So I'm planning to use the BGMs that we make. I'm planning to make at least one. We're going to make the BGMs that we make here, or the BGMs that we make here, are going to be used in future streams and for games modding. So it should be interesting. So まずは、BGM とは何でしょう。BGM は background music という意味ですね。background はなんか背景という意味です。だからBGM に必要のは、そんなになんか歌詞とかはなくてメロディーはそんなに、シンプルなメロディーがいいということが大事です。So the important thing about BGMs and stuff like that, well, BGM stands for background music. So it's very important for background music to be in the background, you know. So lyrics generally are not a good idea, and then it has to be the kind of thing that will sort of stay in the background, you know. So the melody should not be too complicated, something that won't tickle your brain too much, you know, while listening to it. So we're going to start. I have no idea. 本当はどんな音楽を作ろうかなと本当は考えてなかったんですよ。でもBGM は BGM、 ゲームで使える BGM とか。So I haven't really thought about or decided what kind of BGM I want to make. I do know that we're going to make a BGM that will fit in as a game BGM, one way or another. でテンションが低いのんびりができる BGM がいいかなとミチコは思います。So I'm thinking something, you know, something relaxing, something simple. Not like an action theme or anything. Something that you can listen to, like for example, if you're playing Minecraft or some other relaxing game, maybe. Okay, so 早速始めましょう。でまずは作り方はいろいろとありますけどミチコの作り方はこれが正しいとかそれは言わないです。So there's multiple ways, there's many ways that you can make a BGM. I won't say that my way is the right way or the only way. There's different ways. I know there's composers who like to start with the melody. Some people like to start with the harmony. Some people like to start with the rhythm. Some people start with a theme rather than any specific like melody or harmony or anything. They think about like for example, let's say for example we're doing a desert theme. Wait, let me let you listen to some of my older music so you have an idea of what kind of music we used to do. Here, this is a song I made before, and the theme here, I'll let you listen to it a bit. Yes. So, okay. The theme that I was trying to do with that was give me a second. I want to retweet so people know that I've started. So the theme I was trying to do with that was some kind of, I guess, like fantasy Middle Eastern style. Like we call it Middle Eastern here, but fantasy style, like port or market area. You know, like it's not supposed to be like completely. What's the right word for it? It's supposed to sound full, like there's a lot happening on it. So when I was composing it, when I was writing that song, I was doing my best to try to capture a feeling of being full, like you can imagine a lot of people around you, you know, like a marketplace. さっきの BGM は前に作った BGM ですけど、なんか、砂漠の砂漠の街だけじゃない、なんか、マーケットエリアみたいな感じにしたかった。だからそういう感じになりました。So that's, you know、なんかイメージ的には、人が多い場所で、最初に考えたのはそのイメージですね。で、どうやってなんか人が多い場所を、音楽で、見せる、まあ意味はわかるかもしれないですけど、そういう作り方ですね。So, you know, I was thinking like how do you express sorry, I'm drinking coffee. How do you express or portray a place that feels like a busy marketplace? And that was the main thing I was thinking while writing that song. So in this case, I think because of the kinds of games that I like to play, which are somewhat lonely, you know, sandbox games tend to have that feeling of loneliness. Like, for example, recently I've been playing a lot of No Man's Sky. By the way, go watch those streams if you haven't yet. Anyway, yes, so I've been playing a lot of No Man's Sky, and even though there's other people, even other players that you find there, it has a very solemn feel of somewhat being alone, right? So, Michiko はプレイしてるゲーム、最近のプレイしてるゲームはサンドボックスゲームは多いから、そういうなんかサンドボックスゲームに似合う BGM を作りたいと思います。サンドボックスというのは、どんな、BGM かっていうと、なんかちょっと寂しいけど、変だな。何一人けど寂しくないって感じかな。So you feel lonely, but you know you're not alone. That kind of feeling. Then that's a common feeling with sandbox games. So let's begin. Wait, where is the software I'm using? 今使ってるソフトは FL Studio というソフトです。The software I'm using is called FL Studio. It's not free, unfortunately, but it's professional level music production software. Actually, you can use. There are free options that you can use that you could probably do similar things to this, especially if you're just in it for the composition stuff. But okay, so let's begin. Let's start by adding something that will give us the main melody. Let's see. I've not thought about it at all. Yes, this is Fruity Loops. FL Studio is what happened to Fruity Loops. FL stands for Fruity Loops. I'm only using a typing keyboard. 普通のパソコンのキーボードしかないんですけど、これは難しいですね。MIDI コントローラーはまだないんです。I don't have a MIDI controller, but let's see. I'm trying to think of a melody here. Let's go into a piano roll. Oops, sorry, wrong. Piano roll, and then we can play with the keys here, so it's sort of visual. Hang on. Let me move it a little bit so you can see. There. Okay. So you can see what's happening. Okay. Okay, so we want it solemn. Let's change the project settings. Do I want it to be jazz or do I want it to be something else? ジャズにしようか、他のジャンルにしようか。今の、2つの BGM、2つの使っている BGM、配信で使っている BGM は両方はジャズですよ。So both of the BGMs that I use on streams right now are jazz, except for that one that you heard earlier, which is I don't know, like a soundtrack, I guess you call it. We could do another jazz thing, but also we could do something different. Let's do something different. What do you say? Like, so let's make it slower, like 115? No, slower. 100, 100. Okay. Now this is just for the like what do you call this? The rough sketch. This is the equivalent of a rough sketch, I guess, if you were drawing. So we don't really care about the instruments too much just yet. We want to get the melody. No, I don't like that. Oh, we already have something. I don't like this. This works better. Right. So this thing that we're doing right now is called step sequencing. 日本語でわかんないんですけど、これは英語でstep sequence というアクションですね。これ step sequencer という機能。This is called a step sequencer because we are basically putting the notes. Oops, stream buffered for a little bit, but anyway, so we are basically, this is called a step sequencer, and what we are doing here is basically putting the notes in steps here, right? So this goes up to the familiar, like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do. Okay. And then we're putting them in steps. This is a visual representation. It's sort of like reading sheet music. 譜面台みたいなものなんですけど、ちょっと似てる。でも譜面台読めなくても読みやすいようにしてるんですよ。ステップシークエンサーは。Okay, so we have the basic like and we can add, now we have this. Let's add another instrument here. Maybe a simple instrument. What's this sound like? No. Let's change you. We will, so I'm kind of thinking that this will be a canon, which is a kind of music that, a musical composition style that sort of evolves by adding more and more pieces to it, while maintaining a core theme or core like melody or harmony or something, So let's see. I think we should use. I'm actually not sure. Let's leave it playing. Something like that, right? Like, I kind of want it to sound like a bell. こんな感じかな。違う。てんてん。ちょっと。Yeah, dating sim music, although they tend to be somewhat simple, I guess, because they don't want to like spend too much time on making it complicated. Dating sim music is a good example, generally speaking, of BGMs. なんかなんだったっけ日本語で。ギャルゲみたいな BGM になってるみたいっていうコメントが来ましたけど。No, not like that. 違う。そういうんじゃない。Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's try it again. Right, so okay. Let's set that up. A little loud. No. Okay, we can separate this into a different pattern. So, you might want, not everyone does this, it's not necessary for every project, but it might be a good idea to separate different patterns of different instruments into different sections, different pattern sections, so that if you wanted to isolate, for example, pattern 1 has the piano that we were playing earlier, this is it. Then pattern 2 would have this. Right, so yes, I did beatbox. So, we, 何ノートのパターン、ノートじゃない、音楽のパターンが、分けた方が便利だと思いますから、例えばさっきの、ピアノのパターンはパターン1にしてて、そしてそのベルみたいな音をパターン2にしました。で、なんか一つ一つにしたいなら簡単にできるんですよ。Then, when we go into song mode, which is, wait, put this down here. This is song mode. we can mix them together like this, right? So we can mute. So when listening to song mode, right? And then we can mute one. It becomes easier to control it. Now, どうしてこれからスタートしましたかっていうと、このパターンがあると、なんか他のメロディーとか入れる、入れる、音楽器音とか、これから決めるんですから。So why did we start with this seemingly very simple and very basic, I guess, harmony of two instruments actually? Well, because from here, we can start to try to imagine what other sounds, what other instruments would go well with this, with what we have so far, right? So, in fact, even without this, we already kind of understand what kind of music this will be. And then we can keep adding. So we can copy this here, add another instrument, like let's say we can add a bass instrument. Let's see. This will be in number 2. Why is this? So I like to put bass in number 2. Don't worry about it though. But piano roll in pattern 3. Okay. We can add pattern 3 here. Oops. これじゃない。Dun, dun, dun, dun. Oops. Okay. So we have this bass pattern right now. We can add that. Oh, where is this? And then listen to the entire song. Oh, it doesn't. Let's fix that. Right, so it's sounding more and more like what the dating sim kind of BGM. And we can start to change, make small changes. There we go. Let's go. In pattern 4, we're going to put up a simple let's change back to pattern. Then close hat. Open hat. Let's change the style of the drums. Let's use a funky drum set. So this will end up becoming jazz, I think. Okay, now let's put it all together. We'll see. I have to do. I don't have a turntable here, so we'll have to do that manually. And meaning by sampling it first. Wait, that's an easy way. I just want to show you the easy way to do it. I did it the hard way, but this is the easy way to do it. You can just paint the patterns all over there. But anyway, let's listen to the song so far. Okay, now, you might be thinking, wow, this sounds ugly, because it sounds too clean, you know, it sounds like a computer made it. And that's because a computer did make it. This is, it sounds too sterile, and that's okay, especially, one, this is just a BGM, two, we can fix that, and we will do that later. But that kind of polish comes at the end of everything. Right? So, なんかここまで作った BGM はなんかダサいなって思うなら、それは普通いつものことなんですよ。なんか本当の音楽器、本当のミュージックではないみたい。なんかコンピューターが作った BGM みたいな感じなんですけど、それは普通です。で、後で、なんかもっと、リアル、もっと、自然な感じにできるんですから、なんか、まずは、こういう、音楽のメロディーとかハーモニーとか、決めなきゃですね。で、あとは、なんか、自然にする、活動をします。So we're going to make it sound better later. But that's for later, you know, that's polish. For now, for the early parts of this, it should be fine as long as we understand what kind of music we're making. So when we started, we had nothing. We had nothing, no instruments. I had no idea what kind of music we were going to make. it just kind of flowed out. And this is the simple, basic procedure of composing new music, especially for the purpose of BGMs. これが基本のやり方ですよ。BGM 作りには。BGM 作りには。そうですね。Now, now that it's repeated twice, right? So we have the first section here. This is the first section. And then the second part, which is the 8 count after the, So it would be a good idea for this to change into a different section. So what if we start out without this, right? So we have this, and we can repeat this here. So this first section, the first 4 beats, 4 measures rather, 4 bars. What is it? 1 bar. So this first section here will become like the intro. Dun, 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 dun. Something we can add to this actually is to have a little bit of reverb, so it sounds, what is that, 3? So we can add a little bit of reverb. Where's reverb? Just a little bit, just so. It's so light that you probably can't hear it. We also want to do that for the drums, so it doesn't... Wait. Drum room. And then let's also add a bit of compression to it, but no, wrong one. Can you add a compressor? This one. Yes, don't worry about it. The drums, we will actually make the drums more complicated later, but for now we just wanted to make sure it had some kind of rhythm, because we will actually do because we've used a somewhat realistic sounding drum beat rather than a drum machine. We can actually add complicated drum patterns to this. So we can just, for example, wait, let's copy this. It's good. We can change the drum patterns as it goes for a full, more realistic, more natural sounding drum. But we will do that later. For now, we kind of wanted to have the intro. We kind of wanted to have the intro of this song started. No, I feel like we could probably... Okay. I think I know what you're saying though, but let's do it this way. First, let's move the drums up to the start, because that would be the start, That's what starts it. What is pattern for? Okay. We have now flipped everything. We will move this up. Move this here. Right, so now we're turning into a cannon. Wait, let's not do the bass first. The first should probably be this, and then the bass. What is this? This. So let's move this. No, this is fine. And then his here. So we have 16 bars now. Okay, that sounds so much better. Now, first, before we forget, what's a good name for this song so far? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? And I think we will change the drum pattern later, I think, because I feel like it's a little too aggressive, a little too fast for this. But yeah, because this should be... Yeah, what's a good name for this? Hang on. Where are we? There we go. Much slower, much more solemn. Central Park stroll, nice. Just imagine like farming alone out in the wild. That's true. I can imagine listening to this while playing something like Stardew Valley or even Minecraft. Like you're just tending to your farms or something. I feel like this. Especially now that we're changing the. Right? Suddenly, the mood of the song changed. なんかドラムのパターンを変更すると、さっきとだいぶ違うになりましたね。But also it sounds a little empty if we start from here. Ah, yes, that's true. Sounds like a I'm just a normal high school kid who happens to live with a beautiful stepsister or something. My childhood friend is also the student council president, and she's madly in love with me. And then the beautiful transfer student from Europe is also in love with me. And the senpai from club activities is also in love. Yeah. And then the middle school girl who lives next door, yeah, also in love. So that's basically what we have here right now. Imamade no jinsei wa nan dattan daro? I'm sorry. And then you get isekai, you know. we've got random RPG maker. Yes, I think it's because when people make BGMs, composing, as you've seen here, the process of composing a new song is very simple. Like what we've done here, we've been working on this song like 25 minutes. So we've been working on this song like 25, let's say 30 minutes, and we've basically 16 bars of this song. All we need to do is make another section that we can loop it, right? So from here to here, this is, where are we? From here to here, we're around, wait, let me display minutes and seconds. So we have already around 38 seconds of music here. Generally speaking, for BGMs, you only need about a minute and a half. So we're more than halfway, but based on the pace of this, we're more than halfway, enough to make a BGM that you can actually sell for use with RPGs. Now, the main problem though is not the composition part. Anyone can compose. Anyone can like hum a tune or play a guitar, you know, hit some notes on a piano. The real problem that makes, you know, quote unquote cheap music sound cheap is the mastering part, and that's where the difficult skill, this difficult actions, I guess, take place. So what we have here so far is just the basic compositions, and yes, this all happens, you know, all of those people falling in love with the main character happens before the isekai, and then you spawn into that area with the, you know, Middle Eastern market style theme. You're like, koko wa nanda? Ima, boku wa doko ni iru ndeshou? Where am I? What happened to me? So let's see. We will change this drum set. I'm not quite satisfied with it, but I think it works for now. Next. Yes, well, we are already technically mixing it. This part, the mixing and mastering are two different things, actually. So the process of mixing it is to make it so that the instruments don't compete with each other in the same frequencies. So you know how, like, for example, when you watch a stream, a VTuber, for example, and when they scream, everything else around them suddenly, like, ducks, we call it. It's called ducking. The sound of the game, for example, or the music or whatever, seems to duck behind the scream of the VTuber. And then you might hear the VTuber clipping, right? So it's like, you know, instead of just a clean, ah. So that, reducing that is called mixing, trying to prevent that from happening. And then mastering is preparing the track for being able to be shipped as a finished song. So what we're already doing some mixing, which is what this compressor is for. So we've set it up so that it actually ducks a little on its own behind the other instruments that compete in terms of wait, let me show you a visualization so it's easier to understand what's happening here. So we have here a parametric equalizer with a visual representation of the different frequencies. On the left here, this side, will be the low or bass frequencies. This goes all the way down to 20 hertz. Typically bass frequencies are around 40 to 100 hertz. Right, so this section here will be the bass area. You might want to clip below 40 hertz, but we won't do that now because the low 40 hertz and below bass frequencies are what make, how like if you listen to cheap sound systems, you can hear the speakers rattling, like let's say a really bad low quality subwoofer, or those bad low quality speakers that might go into custom car builds or something. That's because they boost these low frequencies, and that low frequency we can't actually hear it well as human ears. Well, fox ears can hear it, but human ears can't hear it. And all you're hearing is the effects of the sound waves on the things around it as they push around things that might rattle, So generally speaking, for mastering, what you would do is cut that. So see, we even have presets for it, which is to cut it so that it doesn't happen. But let's not do that right now. Default, right? I'm going to show you what we have so far, and so you can see the visual representation of the frequencies that we have. Right, so you can see it. You'll notice that our drums, they go all the way around. So we have frequencies for the drums all the way around the entire spectrum, from the low bass up to the high treble, because of the sound, Next, and when we continue, you'll notice that our electric piano thing has mostly, let's mute this for now so you can see it. Most of its frequencies are in the middle here, right? Then let's mute that so you can see the bass. The bass frequencies are mostly on the left here. And then this is mostly on the right. So, as you can imagine, some of these sounds, any speaker set can only produce sounds for a certain frequency, a specific number of sounds, or rather what we call volume, quote unquote, volume of sounds. It can only move that much. So what happens if it can't move anymore because it's, for example, a small speaker, for example, and there's way too much sound in a very specific frequency? Let's say here around the 500 hertz frequency, which is where we have the middle, this, right, 500 hertz frequency, we have a lot of middle. This is called middle. And then if we include the other instruments, right, so a speaker can only move so much as to be able to deliver a very specific amount of music. Or not just music, but sounds anyway. So to move in that frequency, we call it frequency because of how quickly it actually is represented by waves here. but how quickly something is vibrating to produce a sound. And in this case, we're talking about the speaker membrane. So a speaker membrane can only vibrate in this 500 hertz frequency a very specific amount of, with a very specific intensity. And adding any more to the same frequency will have to cut down on everything in that same voice, you know, in that same frequency rather. And that's what happens why, you know, music sound like they're ducking behind others. So mastering is trying to prevent that as much as possible. So every instrument sounds clean and audible, even if there's a lot of instruments happening. So we will do that later though. That's not for now. For now we just need to finish the composition here. What are we doing? Okay, then we have what's this? No problem. I find this very interesting as well. It's very fun. Oh, pattern name. Yes, stay with the default pattern name. Now, oops, what happened? What happened? That's a new thing. That's oh, okay. I see. It became part of that. It's very strange, but okay. Okay. Pattern 4, 5. So apparently you can group them now. I haven't been using FL Studio in quite a bit, so there's some new features that are surprising to me. But first, let's delete this pattern and start over. I don't know how to ungroup them yet. Okay. What were we doing? This. Okay. Let's copy it from the previous one. This. Copy. Go down here. Wait, my sleeve keeps catching on the thing. On my table. So in pattern 4, we will change this. No, pattern 3 rather. Pattern 3. We'll change this so that we have Let's lower the velocity of that. And then hang on. Copy this here. This is the song that plays when you pass on when the isekai happens. This is the song that happens like you're already dead. You're about to see the person who's going to take you to the isekai, and then you're like, what happened, you know? We will replace this with the current pattern that we just made, you know? There. But now we have an issue here, which is first let's rename this. Rename. There we go. Oh, I think the key is the chord pattern rather is actually different. Let's listen. Also, there. So da 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 da. This became a blues chord pattern, so let's change it. No. Okay. I think this sounds pretty good in terms of you know. Let's give it a listen. So let's start from here. Oh, we haven't thought of a name yet, actually. What? Central Park Stroll might sound okay, but it references a real place, though. So let's change it like a park stroll or something. That sounds pretty good, actually. I like that. Now, I think the issue now although the patterns themselves sound okay, the issue would be, do I want this here? A brisk pace, okay. Like this. It's competing too much. Yeah, it's competing too much in the same frequency. So now we have this idea. Now this isn't the actual song. Let me name it, okay? A brisk pace. For now, working title will probably be a brisk pace, generic BGMs. I have a folder for generic BGMs, which brisk pace. Thank you for the suggestion. It might end up becoming the full song, but yeah. Anyway, so we have this as a way to listen to how everything plays together, but this will not be the actual pattern for how this song goes. 今までの作ってた、パターンは最後に使うパターンではないけど、なんか一緒に全部の音楽、全部の音は一緒にどうかなと、確認するためだけのパターンでしたよ。で、let's delete everything and then we start over from pattern 1. Wrong. Okay, like this. Better. Pattern 1, which is the basic drum beat, which we will change at some point. I'm not quite sure I like it yet. I think it should start with the bass immediately. In fact, let's fix the drums already. Brisk pace. If it's brisk pace, then we should probably up the pace of the drums, right? Make it sound a little more brisk. Sorry, I'm a little bit anal about this kind of thing. I want it to be somewhat exact, even if it doesn't actually matter. And then duplicate it here. We can... Right, it's still solemn because we're not using a hard snare. Let's move this up to open hat. Oh, this sounds weird. Let's change the kit. Let's make it a jazz kit. What is this? Actually, yeah, that sounds weird also. Let's change the kit again. We can technically change this a lot into more. Wow. That's the wrong kit. We can fully customize it, but I don't feel like doing that kind of thing. We can fully customize this all the way into, like adding complete custom waves, wave files. Okay, that's good. Now, let's start with this because it clips. Right? So that's a pattern we have so far. Dun, 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 dun. And then we can actually lengthen this because I want it to. Let's go all the way to 8. Right. Then. Oh, sorry. Wrong. Pattern 1. There. And then pattern 2. What was the what is this, pattern 4, 5? Do this. In fact, well, let's see if we can no. Wrong. We're using an automatic arpeggio, so it isn't fully sustained, and we have less of the problem of that we had earlier, where the frequencies were sort of competing a little too much. But I'm not sure I like this idea actually. That sounds nice actually. Let's try it. And put this here. Right? So it has a sense of evolution. It has a sense of evolution. It has a sense of evolution, like the song is changing as it goes, right? So the longer, because of the nature of this instrument that we have here, which is basically a pad or something that you press and hold, and then it has a sustained note, and then it has an automatic arpeggio, which is adding steps, I guess. Even if you're holding the note, like let's hold. Right? It keeps changing and evolving. That's just one note. I was just pressing one button there, but it sounds like this is commonly used in sci-fi music and electronic music, of course, but as we keep going with the same instrument here, what happens is that it feels like even if the song pattern hasn't changed, the song feels like it's evolving. Right? And we'll move this here. Copy this. So our intro is the first 8 bars. not. We're going to add another actual intro, so we don't just bam music, Dun dun. Nice. And then we add the earlier thing. So it's now turning into a canon, which was our original goal. Let's listen. We need to change the frequency of this. Alright, it sounds pretty good actually, but let's change the frequency of this. I think the instrument might be wrong now. It doesn't suit the current feel of the, I guess the arpeggio. Let's change it into what will suit this. Let's see. Oh, that is loud. What else? Like this? It cuts a little bit too much. こんな感じ. It's a little too mid. Maybe this? Oh, wow, that is very strong. ちょっとすごい。何がいいかな？何がいいかな？これ？ Whoa. Marimba. Oh, that's interesting actually. What about this? No, wrong. Okay, now we probably want to change. Okay, that's not right. Wow, that sounds so bad. Let's change the entire instrument. Let us change it into an wait, do I own this? Oh no, I don't. See, the way FL Studio works is that if you don't own some of the plugins, you can still use them, but you can't save. If you save, the plugins will be removed from your project. So, yes, I only have the trial version of this instrument. A chorus. That might work actually. Let's see. Let's try it. Let's see. Direct wave and do I have direct wave here? That's not the right one. Let's see. Shared data, direct wave. Control. No, that's not it. Downloaded. Ah, here we go. The orchestral choirs and voices. Okay. Okay, that's messed up. What about this? Let's listen to them separately, actually. Yes. Your harem instead is a bunch of old guys. Oh, that is messed up. That's a sad, well, sad in a different way. It's like comical ending song. That is crazy. Oh, wait, this is funny. I like that. We're not going to do it though, but it's funny. I like it because it's fun. I like it. It's funny. How about strings maybe? A flute. That's pretty loud. This one. Mario Sunshine bonus stage ending. I don't know what it sounds like actually, Mario Sunshine, but it probably sounds like that. And new pop chorus for a new ending song. Now I'm actually kind of torn because those were funny. But then again, this is supposed to be a BGM that we'll be playing while we play, video games. Especially, eventually we'll be playing Terraria this week. Then again, Terraria's BGM is actually fine, so probably we don't need it for that. But other games like No Man's Sky, for example, when we continue that series. This is a little... doesn't sound good. What else? What about this? I think that sounds even more school-like. Oh, thanks. That's cool. To be honest, I'm actually surprised people find me at all, because... being a small VTuber like this is actually a big marketing nightmare, I think. It's so difficult to stand out from the crowd, and not that I care too much. I do care, of course. Yeah, I'm not going to say I don't care, but I understand that this is how it is as a beginner. But like I spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to reach more people, And there's only so much that you can do by yourself without, like the backing of a big agency or anything. So I'm really glad that some people are sharing me and some people are, talking about me who aren't friends or anything. What I mean is, like people I know in real life. I have tried not to tell people in real life about this. People that I know. When I say real life, what I mean is people that I know from outside of VTubing, as much as possible, which sounds counterintuitive, but the reason I did that was so that I could gauge how well I do on my own merit, because I don't want it to be a bunch of people I know just sharing me over and over amongst themselves, and then I can't tell if I'm actually gaining new audiences or reaching new people or not. It might just be friends of friends, and just... Oh really? That's cool. I am super active in the Hololive. I have the Discord open right now, actually, and they were talking about me, which is why I was like sort of chuckling earlier. I was like, yes, I can read you. I'm seeing what you are saying. Yes. So, one of the issues that I'm trying to overcome, I guess, is that I'm trying to reach more of an audience, but to do it organically, you know? No, no fancy stuff, you know? No, I won't pay for advertising or anything. I won't do these, you know, these common things that some VTubers like to do. I'm not judging them or anything, okay? But there are some people that like to do these endurance streams to try to get, I guess what you could call it, pity subs. Trying to earn subscribers from pity. Like, I've been streaming for 48 hours now. Please let me hit, 1,000 subs. And that's cool. That's an interesting thing to do. And it works for some people. But I don't want to get followers that way, because I feel like people will sub to me that way, but not really like my content. Like, they just did it because it's trending, And I kind of don't want to do that. I kind of want to make sure, like, I'd rather people unsub from me if they don't like my content, because it gives me a better idea of what, like, if I'm doing well or not, if I'm entertaining, if I'm interesting, if I'm producing entertaining content or not. So yeah, that's why I just keep streaming and stuff, And oh, you have a dumb FB page. How is FB these days, by the way? I don't actually use it anymore. I used to use it, but I actually, how like Facebook has become more of, I guess it depends on who you're following to, but Facebook has become sort of annoying when it comes to like trying to find relevant content, because they keep pushing things that are not relevant to you. And even if you keep trying to train the algorithm, like, I don't care about this stuff, I don't care about that stuff, and they still keep pushing it to you. So that's why I stopped using it already. It's not the same as like with Twitter, for example. They generally only show you the things that you follow. Generally, so far at least, They might change in the future, but for example, I don't see tweets and stuff from unrelated things. I only follow VTubers. I only follow VTubers and VTuber-related content. So all I see is VTubers and VTuber-related content. But I worry about trying to like branch out and market myself on Facebook, because I worry that it's other people who don't really care about VTubing or the kind of content that I make might show up. And I know that sounds like a bad thing to say, but I would prefer if people who understand VTubing were the people who are coming. I don't want like trolls to come in here like, what's this, an anime girl is talking, like, I don't want that kind of thing, like, boo, we a boo, boo thing, these kinds of, like, weirdly negative comments or whatever, I know it sounds strange to say, but that's it's just something I'm trying to avoid. Like, I want the people to come in here and see my content and they understand. Like, if they don't understand it, just leave, Gotten more algorithmy. Oh, that's nice, yes. But yeah, Twitter is probably better now. Yeah, so wait, what was the current instrument that we have? Wait, let's go back to here. That is too much. That is... Now, we've reached something of a dilemma, I guess. Something of a dilemma, because we currently have... I like this one, what happened to this pattern, which is here, this one. I like what happened here. I feel like this fits the theme or the feel of the song that we're trying to do. But now it made the original, this pattern here, it made this original pattern feel redundant or a little too intrusive. So we're either going to have to change this or remove it completely. I'm trying to think of how best to do this. We could probably change. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds like an anime thing. A little strong, but it kind of makes me think somehow of like a BGM that you might hear in a daily lives anime. How about this? Okay. That's interesting. That's an interesting sound. If we soften it a bit, I feel like it will even more sound redundant. Like we could just like remove it. Like this. Like see, let's sample it. Right, we can't even hear it anymore through the arpeggio, which again I really like. But if we make it float, like what's this sound? Like if like this, for example. Right, that sounds a bit strange. So, no, not that. It's off key. Pop. It's too soft. I like that. Yes, it does sound like a dog theme, doesn't it? Like let's see. No, this a theremin. This No, that's too much. It's too much. See, what might happen instead is, let's change this to pattern 4. And put this here. No, wrong. Not that. Let's replace this, again, with the original instrument that we had, which was a, Rhodes E-piano. Oops. Did I do it wrong? This one is supposed to be the Rhodes. Okay, we made a mistake. We replaced the wrong instrument, but we can fix it. We can go back to that. This should be... Which one was it? Lightspeed. No. It was... what was it? And then this is what we replace. We change it back into the roads. There we go. Go back to pattern 4, put this here. What does it sound like? Pattern 3. What does this sound like? Okay, I think the solution would be to change the pitch for this. I think we can fix it in mixing. Maybe. What we can do is first let's add a compressor to this and then set it up so it sounds like it's coming from a small radio. Oh, that makes it louder. Small radio too. Insert 4. That is correct. Oh, we're... I'm fairly sure we were using a different pad. It might have been Lightspeed 2. Oh, whoa! That is loud. I'm so sorry. Let's see if we can change this into okay, let's go back to this and then let's change the sound of this into right the it's a little harsh though, so what we're going to do before the compressor, we're going to add EQ and then cut these middle frequencies here and then completely remove the bass, so it's a sharp drop at around 50. So there's a general rule when mixing. You don't want to boost anything in general. Instead, you you cut or lower the frequencies of stuff. And the reason for this is because if you boost something, it'll overlap on the other things in the same frequency. So, of course, this is a generalization. You may want to do it intentionally. You may want to do it for some things. So, but yes, generally speaking, you're going to want to cut instead of boost. So, right? All right. So I think it sounds a lot less like a school drama kind of thing now. We need to add something to this, some effects to this. Insert 3. So we have the reverb, which we will move down. Oops. I think it's Control. Control. Shift down. Alt down. No. Well, let's move it down. And then we get to add flanger. Where is that? Flanger. Now the effect of a flanger is to make it sound like flanging. A simple way to explain what a flanger does is it changes the frequency slightly of the left and right speakers, so it sounds like it's changing in between left and right at a certain pace, like this right. Right, so we can, if we stop, if we change the way this instrument in particular sounds, so that it sounds less like a clean instrument, it will stop sounding like like a cheap BGM used in like a visual novel or something. Okay, so what you're going to do, oh, that's too thin. What we're going to do is oops, that's not what I was trying to do. So no, that's a little, and then we can also add a compressor to this and make it so that it sounds like it's no right, and then lower the total overall gain. Right? Okay. Oh, that's the other one now is a little too strong and too high. Let's close all of this. And here it's a little too crazy. Let's change this. Maybe Oh. That's a little too much. This. Sorry, I want to change this to a different type of bass. We now have, what does this sound like? Whoa, it's a dubstep bass. It's not what I'm trying to do, but whoa. I want something that's whoa. Okay. No, not that. I think the bass. Let's see. They might be a bass. We want something that's soft but punchy, if that makes sense. With when it comes to bass. Contrabass, electric finger bass. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, let's go back down to pattern 2. Pattern 2. That's too high. There we go. It's better than the earlier bass. And this, I think, let's change the instrument completely. To another one of these. Whoa. Wait, let's turn off the effects for now. Oops. Oh, loud. Okay. And then let's check out. No. So I want this to sound, I kind of like the original sound that we had going a bit earlier, which was the Rhodes piano. But the problem is, I feel like it doesn't fit the theme that we currently have. And then we have, but also this, what, pattern 5, this. That sounds really good. This is, it kind of makes me feel like it suits No Man's Sky a lot. But this? What's this sound like? Oh, this might work actually. Yeah, let's listen to it. Oh, that might work. Yeah, something quiet and I think this works for that, you know, something quiet and echoey. Wait, let's have it loop this area. Pattern 4. Okay, that sounds good actually. This high octave. No, it's too much. Which one was it? Pattern 3, I believe. It is. It needs to cut in a little bit more through here. This instrument might be a little too much. Let's change it.
Let's change the effects also. Oh, there's a detune. No. Ah. Okay, let's go back to the original, which was this. Okay, I think our EQ is actually pretty good for this. Let's boost this a little bit. Okay, let's listen to it. I like it. Now we need to add some effects to the bass a little bit, so it kind of doesn't sound like it's in the back so much. Bring it forward a little bit, and to do that, first let's add some EQ here, EQ, and we will bass cut it. 40 Hz cut. Then, because we will be boosting the bass just slightly, just enough to sound like pattern 2. Okay, we'll boost it a little bit. Now this is an example of a situation where you might want to boost the bass. Too much. Nice. We will master this later, but for now this is pretty good. Okay, this is a big bass. Oh, that sounds better. Okay. It's a little too much here. Oh, we're cutting it now. Alright. So far the song sounds like this. Now the question is, do we want to keep that? This is still a little too loud. This one, or rather, not loud, but I feel like it became the main part of the song, and I don't want it to feel that way. I don't want it to become the main part of the song. I want it to complement the main part of the song, which should be this instrument. This should be the main part of the song. So, one of the things we can do maybe is to change the pitch. There we go. There we go. It's a little bit better. We will master it later because I think we have too much stuff in the high space, but okay, now the question that we have is, what does the song sound like all in all? And that's a deselect. Oh, I know. Instead of this, pattern 4 was pattern 5, pattern 3. We're going to erase this. Copy pattern 3 over to pattern 4. Okay. No, actually not copy it. Let's... in song mode, let's see. Pattern 4. Oh, that's crazy. It became a little too loud. Let's lower the velocity of everything. Dun, dun, dun. We kind of needed the punchiness. Okay. Okay. Sounds pretty good. I quite like it actually. We will let's relegate this to a different instrument. Let's add a new one. Another instrument, which could be a let's start with something else, like a piano, right? And then we'll put this in the piano roll for this. Oh, nice. There we go. Okay. So then we will have oops, no. Okay. We will have this, all of this here, 232. Right, and let's listen to the entire song so far. Yeah, what? Sorry, excuse me. I laughed too much today. Okay, now this is an entire canon section for this song, and the problem is we have no way to start or end this. What we've basically done here is just sample what the middle of the song is going to sound like. So what we're going to do here, instead of doing this, let me think. So one of the most famous canons, I guess, is Pachelbel's canon in D minor, and it starts off with a very solemn, just the cello playing a just the cello doing that, and then we add more instruments to it as it goes. So we will try to copy the idea. Obviously, because we're using different instruments, we can't actually copy the full sound. But what we're going to do is start off without the drums. Right. In fact, let's delete everything. Start off without the drums. And begin with which one was it? Pattern 5? Pattern 5. Pattern 5. Start off here. In fact, maybe this sounds better without the drums. Let's try it. So we have 8 beats of just this. So you have some time to settle in. Feel, look around, and what are you seeing? Oh, that's a planet over there. That's the galaxy. Wow, galaxy. And then we add this one. No, not that. This. Oh, that becomes loud suddenly. Let's change it. Oh, wrong one. Oops. This one. Here. Lower the volume. It's a little like this. I think it needs more reverb. Oh, nice. It's becoming more, it's less of a brisk pace now and more of a like introspection, isn't it? Like imagine looking up at the sky, the night sky, and you see some stars in the galaxy, you know. Wrong. Here. Start here. There we go. Yes, it sounds like a night event, doesn't it? Because of the way, the sort of solemn way that the sorry, too much laughing. That the the arpeggio actually, this right, that pattern sounds. It sounds like something where you're sitting alone, thinking about, you know, past events or the future maybe, or just you know, just relaxing, just trying to feel. So what we want now is to move this down, and then we duplicate this, move this here, and then we add track 4, which you know what I'm going to do? What does it sound like with the drums? Let's replace the drums actually. What we're going to do is add a beat slicer, where we will end up with a sampled beat. Where's slice X? It'll sound like a sampled beat for where is it? Oops. No. Wait, give me a second. I'm looking for it. I'm going to double time it. It became drum and bass. Change the pattern. What we're going to do actually is sort of use this drums. Come on. There. Duplicate. That's crazy. Let's change it. We're going to make it so that this contrasts a bit with the solemnness, I guess, of the thing. Oh, I think this one works. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to manually do it. No, it's crazy. But okay, let's see how it sounds when all together. Where? Here. It's crazy. No, let's go back. Set it back up to that. Okay. There we go. I think I like that. There we go. Nice. Now, we're sort of done. We are now, what we're doing now, not done, but, you know, we kind of have a good idea, I think, of what the song is supposed to sound like now. The real question is, do we need everything that we've made so far? Now, this pattern style of composition isn't usually what I do. If we look at some of my older projects, actually, we'll see. Give me a second here. For example, this is one of the BGMs that I made. Okay. This is one of the BGMs that I made before that I already use as a BGM, you know? So you might notice that everything is actually just a single pattern. And even though there's a bunch of patterns that exist, what does pattern 20, I don't know what this does. This, I don't know what this is. Oh. It's because I copied this from somebody else, so yeah. Right, so this style of doing things is another way, and probably the main way I tend to do it. Let's open another one, which is, this is probably an unfinished thing, but let's take a look at it. Oh, it's the same pattern, right? Try another one. Where is it? Wow, that is that is a variation of the music that I use for my opening theme. If some people recognize it. What is this? There's some songs here that I haven't, like, I tend to just play and make a new song. Ah. Okay, give me a second. Listen to this music while I go use the toilet for a bit. Give me a second, okay? Thank you. I didn't notice that I muted it. I didn't want you to hear my toilet flushing. So anyway, yes, I'm back. Tadaima. What we're going to do is clean everything up and start with the patterns-based composition style. Right. So we're going to paste this. Sorry. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to paste this repeatedly over here. And have it loop on itself. Okay, now that this is here, let's move this to here from 9. And then, oh, sorry. What was it? Pattern 3. Pattern 4. 5. This. I'm going to copy this, all of this, put this into pattern 1. Right? Alright, now, one of the benefits of doing it this way is that we have the luxury of adding fills and where is it? Oh, sorry.
we have the luxury of adding fills. 2, 3, good, 3, good. Okay, this. Right, so we have the luxury of being able to add stuff to it without creating a new pattern. The only problem with this is that if you're not sure what the song is supposed to, the only problem rather, is if you're not sure what the song is supposed to sound like, have no like visual, or rather any idea whatsoever of what your song is supposed to sound like, this takes more time to compose with this style. So it's not ideal for every situation. But we already know what the music is supposed to sound like. Oops. We can change this space actually, but let's see if we even need it. Now let's go on to pattern 3, I believe. Copy this, go back to pattern 1, paste it here. Here, right? Oh, it definitely needs the bass. In fact, what if we move the this into the bass? Well, let's turn this into the bass line. No, that doesn't sound good. Let's stop it. Let's move this down into a lower frequency then. Instead of there. Sounds good, but there's something I'm dissatisfied about with like it's missing something. It's missing something.
I wonder what. Oops, there we go. You know what I think it is? I think... There we go. I think this was too high. Now we copy this, and then we can add another dimension to it, which will be, oops, wrong. Come this way. We can duplicate this to be up here. And this becomes another dimension. Another dimension, another dimension, another dimension, another dimension. Oh, that becomes so much nicer. Suddenly, wait, suddenly, it buffered for a little bit there, but yeah. That is nice. That is so nice, actually. That is so nice. It's very soft and calm and solemn and stuff. Like we can raise the volume now. I'm not even sure it needs the drums anymore at this point. I feel like just these two instruments might make this song good. Something like this, right? Then let's add the last one, which I believe is pattern 4. We will change the instrument for this, actually. We'll change the instrument. Add this here. Sorry, not there. Here. Why is it selected? There we go. Let's change the instrument for this. Make it another one of these, oh, sorry. This is going to be sort of, even more arpeggiated, I think. Oh, crazy. Now, what's happening, what I want to happen rather, is Nice. Okay. That's nice. So we're going to extend the sounds of these. Okay, no, let's change it. Da, da, da. We're kind of cheating here because I'm not doing this myself. This is automatic arpeggio. It does sound very good, though. I like that. I really do. Like, so what we can do next is layer some more instruments into this. And duplicate this up here into C. C, man. Oh, sorry, wrong. And then to change it, to end up in such a way where we can loop it back into the beginning, what we're going to do is start decreasing the instruments, so it's like a canon fade out, you know? So all we need to do is copy this side here, paste it into actually, let's do it in pattern 2. Paste it here. Get this, all of this, in pattern 2. To paste all of this here. And then this stuff goes here. Right? So we have just a simple pattern 1. This, copy all of this, paste it into pattern 2, and I think this is our song. Da, 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 da. Wait, let's listen to this part. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be one more here. Right, one more group here. It's pretty good. Now we're going to need to all in all, the total volume is actually really low, so we can replace. We can add something that'll increase total volume. Not volume, thing. What is it called? Sound goodizer. But we still need to properly compress this with 2.5 mastering. I think this works nicely for a game BGM. It's not the kind of BGM that you might listen to randomly, like if you're driving or something, but I think this will suit nicely for some situations. Wait, hang on. We are lacking here. 1, 2, 3. Cube. There's a little too much of some stuff. This should go up to here. Am I mistaken? This is wrong. It should go up to here. Yes, it's very chill. I think it's okay. One, two. Copy this. Move this up here. And then this goes up to the end, up too close to the end. And now try to imagine then, like playing a game. Let's say a game that has a night scene, especially. I keep saying No Man's Sky because that's the game I've been like playing a lot recently. But like imagine, for example, let's say Minecraft at night, and then this is the music that's playing, right? Let's listen to the whole thing again. It's pretty good. We may want to tone down the sound goodizer a little bit. right? Sounds pretty nice. Oops, sorry. Accidentally pressed the ending button. It's right there. I think that is really nice. I'm really happy about how this turned out. Like I said, we had no idea how this would go when we first started it. I just started, if you can remember back to the beginning of this stream, I just started by playing a random melody. And then we started working up from there. We just added things here and there, little bits and bobbles, and then we didn't like everything that we added. We added some more things that might have made it better. And here we are now. This only requires finishing touches at this point. Like, we could just export this right now and be done with it. I will master it a bit later, but I don't think it's necessary because it's so it's so calm, I guess is a good word for it. We might want to reduce. Let me do that a little bit on stream so we can you see it's how much work actually goes into this kind of thing. You cut the middle frequencies a little bit. Now, I used to do this for a living, I used to I was just about to explain that actually. I used to do this for a living. I used to make BGMs as part of my job. The problem is, even though I come from the dream realm, I still live in this world. And unfortunately, I don't have any magical powers or anything. I can't use anything other than just basic skills like music and stuff. I still need money to live in this world. So I used to do this for a living. I used to earn money by making BGMs. Now, one of the funny stories that I have about this is that somebody doesn't appreciate how much work and effort actually goes into making a full, not this is easy sort of, because it only, we've been doing this for 2.5 hours, and we have something that's simple enough, but I don't think I would sell this song, because it's way too simple. It's good enough for the purpose that we wanted to serve, which is like this. If we lowered it like this, right? This is good enough for the purpose we wanted to serve, where this is a BGM for something, like I might be, mining or something in some game, Terraria or No Man's Sky. And this is good. But I don't think I can or want to sell a song like this, something I made in 2-3 hours. So what I'm trying to say though is that somebody didn't know that it takes so much time and effort and also expertise, because as you can see, I'm not a beginner at this. I actually worked and studied, learned how to do this. And then somebody wanted me to make a BGM for them, for their channel, for free. And when I charged them when I told them like my prices, and he was surprised, like, what? Why are you charging money for this? I'm like, because it takes a long time to do. If you want me to make a full proper BGM, it's going to take, it could take me days or weeks even, depending on how much complexity the BGM actually has. We'll save this, export it later, but before we end, I wanted to show off a little bit of some of the I guess music I used to do also. I have a lot of unfinished projects here because this is yes, people can't comprehend these things. It's a little bit sad, but also I can't really blame them because people think that you do this for fun anyway, right? Like, why not? Oh, does this even work? You might recognize the music. This is not finished, by the way. This is just yes. Elderly parchments, yes. Oh, this was fun to do though, because it's very difficult to get these sounds, I think. What else do we have? There's a bunch of other things, I think, that are fun to listen to. What is this? There's so many like sometimes I will have an idea for a song and just launch up the program and try to put some of it down. Oh, I remember this. That's it. See, that was like a quick stab, I guess, like very short. I had an idea and I wanted to put it down, like on, I guess, what would be the equivalent of scratch paper or something, like a quick rough sketch, but no idea how to continue it. I just wanted to make sure, like, if I ever felt like continuing that at some point, might. Oh, this was the song we listened to earlier. This is the actual project files. Just so you know, I actually did that. You know, I didn't like steal it from somewhere. One last, because we're sort of wrapping up this stream already. I really like making music though. It's very fun. Not exactly profitable nowadays. It's very difficult to get into this. If you want to make money making music, you have to be quite lucky, I would say. Or it's possible to make money as a musician, but you'd have to be making music that you don't necessarily like. Like if you wanted to make original music, it's not exactly the easiest thing to get into. Like for example, imagine starting a band right now, and then like the old way of doing things, which was doing gigs, playing at events and stuff like that. It's not even counting the pandemic and stuff like that. But imagine like, hey, we are a band. Are you looking for people to perform at your location at this event or something? Like, well, what kind of music do you play? And you say, well, we have original music. Well, we don't need original music. Can you play, whatever song is popular right now, or so and so love song or wedding music or something, And that's the tragedy of trying to work as an original, a new musician, band, performer, music producer, whatever, So to make money these days as a musician, what you end up doing is hiring your skills out for somebody else, meaning you're not making your own music. Like you could be a session musician where, let's say, a singer who is already further up ahead of you needs a backing track, and then they pay you to play music for them, that kind of thing. Or again, things like cover bands or wedding bands, stuff like that. it's not a bad life, and a lot of people do enjoy doing these kinds of things, but it's not the same as like, creating your own thing. And well, that's just how it is. Oh, I remember this. Not that. I have so much random stuff that I have not finished here. I should probably get to trying to finish some of these at some point. What is this? There's so many missing files. Oh, this brings back memories. I like this. I should work on this at some point. Maybe the next time I do a music stream, I'll it'll be a cover thing instead, Anyway, yes. So I think this is a good place to end. I will continue working on the song that we were working on earlier. We might need to think of a new name for it. It doesn't sound like a brisk pace anymore, It sounds more like a solemn night or starry night or something like that, right? Let's use it as a background BGM right now, for while we end. But yes, I hope this stream was entertaining, educational, or at the very least, something that helped you get by this evening or daytime, wherever it is you are. I had a lot of fun. I like doing this kind of thing. I like streaming. I like making music. So if you're not yet subscribed, please, it would help me a lot. Good time to do so. Again, this is the general pace of how my streams are going to be generally, hopefully, I plan to do them quite regularly. I will announce them on Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter yet, please do. Because I tend to have my schedule is actually for this week is actually already up there on Twitter. It's pinned in a pinned tweet. You can catch it. All times are in JST, Japan time. But yeah, I will be playing Soul Calibur quite regularly. It's the only fighting game I'm actually decent at right now. And it's very difficult, sort of daunting to get into a new fighting game. So I might stick with Soul Calibur until I get to a decent level of playing it. And yeah, again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Like the video also, because it really helps me a lot. I'm trying to grow organically, like I have mentioned, as a VTuber. So I'd like it if people who enjoy this content help me out. Recommend me to your friends if you can. You don't have to though. It's not your responsibility or anything. But again, I really appreciate it. この配信に来てくれて誠にありがとうございました。この配信を終わりたいと思います。今回作った BGM は次の配信に、使用する可能性が高いです。ちょっとだけ裏で何かを最後に何かのことをやるつもりですけど、だいたいこんな感じの、BGM になりました。そしてまだの方、グッドボタンと、サブスクライブ、チャンネル登録、よろしくお願いしますね。で、Twitter のフォローもよろしくお願いします。あそこに貼ってあるのは、今週のスケジュールと、毎日も
ツイートやってます。ぜひ、フォローしてくださいね。Alright, we're about to end. So again, thank you so much. I hope you had a good time. I will leave it like this, and we will go into the ending screen. Oh, sorry. Bye bye. おつみち or something. I haven't decided on the ending, but we'll figure it out.